Jai Jinendra to all of you.
Jai Jinendra.
Who's that? Minoti. Jai
Yes,
Jinendra, ma.
ma'am. Jai
Jai
Jai Jinendra.
Jinendra. How are you doing?
Indra ma'am,
Jai Jinendra Malarvi, ma'am. How are you doing?
fine.
யாருமே வரலையா? Saurabh ji also hasn't come, no? Is there a message that we are starting late?
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra Aarti, how are you?
Shobha ma'am. Yeah, all good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Sorry, actually, I'll be driving, so that is why I think the connection will be slow. I every Sunday have to go drop my daughter for the NEET class, so that's why half the time I'm not able to answer, ma'am.
Oh. Is it far? The
Okay.
class is, how is she
From
doing?
from Mylapore to Adyar. Besan
Okay.
Nagar. Shah.
Uh-huh.
Besan Nagar. Besan Nagar.
When is her exam?
NEET, no, she's in 11th only. She's going for
Uh-huh.
2-year coaching.
Oh, very good.
That is the reason half the time no signal. I'm not able. Ma'am keeps calling me, but I never answer because I'm most of the time driving. No signal. So yeah.
We wish her the very best, both in her 12th as well as for the NEET.
Thank you
She
so much, ma'am.
she's going to take the NEET exam immediately after the 12th.
Yes, ma'am. We are planning to. If she clears, well and good. Otherwise, we plan that maybe 1 year she can take a break, study well, and then write. So let's see. Because with school boards preparation and NEET, it is becoming too much for her.
Yes. The NEET is a different concept, and the school board is a different concept, actually.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
But these days, children are so good. Yeah, they'll manage, actually.
Yeah. So that's why.
Good. It's nice to stretch them beyond their this thing, so they
Have
will
everybody
know how
submitted the assignment?
I haven't.
Even I haven't. With all the Diwali preparation.
I'll do it.
I hope to write today.
I'll do it sometime. Yeah.
Yes.
Shalom.
Take care, ma'am. Bye.
And you too, Aarti. Thank you. And all the very best for your daughter.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Means a lot. Thank you.
God bless. Is it Padma Priya or Kapil who's opened the Paramagamon as host? Who is the host, ma? Should you call up ma'am and ask?
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra, ma'am.
Jai
Jai
Jinendra.
Jinendra, ma'am. Jai Jinendra.
I'm a little late.
Jai Jinendra,
Sorry.
ma'am.
Yes, dear. Yes. How are you all?
Good.
All good? Chali. Today we'll start a new paper. Did you all do the Mangalacharan? Prayer done?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we'll do it. Namo Arhantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayaryanam, Namo Vachanam, Namo Loe Savasanam, Eso Panchanamokaru, Sabya Pavapanasano, Mangalanam cha Sabyating, Padamam Hoi Mangalam.
Ma'am, we
Yes.
are supposed to finish that Shuddhanaya, ma'am.
We finished all the 4 now.
You
Only
said
the
that
detailing was to be done.
detailing.
Only the detailing was to be done. Henna?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want me to do the detailing or you will whatever? Because we have to wind up the portions by December 15th. And you have 1 full paper left. And only 30 pages over there, but you don't have the English of it. So that I have to concentrate on. So in exam, all of you please note, you have any doubt related to the question in the question paper, as far as Naya is concerned, you can ask me. I'll explain the question to you. And you will get the answer. I won't give you the answer. I'll give you the explanation of the question, which will help you to get the answer. Okay, for all these papers. You can anytime call me up. Okay, and if I'm not reachable, you can call on one more number. Note down one more number. I don't want to put on the group. 9447 9332. That is Abhay's number, my husband's number. Either of these numbers will be available. So please don't hesitate. Even if it's middle of the night, you can ask me.
Ma'am, can you repeat
this question? 9447 9332. Because you don't have the English books, I'm giving you this facility. Otherwise, we don't intend to. You don't understand any question, you're stuck up, you can ask me, ma'am, what is the meaning of this question? Because all technical terms, no, upcharit, anupcharit, and when they translate it in English, it is very, very, what to say, flawed. Okay. So how will you translate upacharit, anupcharit? So they'll give you the words as it is. Upacharit, anupcharit, they'll give it as it is also, and they'll give you some English parallel for it. Okay, because, jo bhi hai. So you ask me, now I request you all to form a small group and read this Naya Chakra guidebook. The Hindi people can explain it in detail to the English people. And then you have any doubt, you bring it to the class, we will discuss it. I cannot teach every line of that Naya Chakra guidebook. Hello. If you want, I can teach. I can take extra classes also. Each and every line I can teach in detail. If you want, you can ask. We will have the extra classes. Now
Would
let us
it be would it be in before the year end or before the exams? Would you say the extra classes?
Exams are starting by the end of December. So they want us to wind up the portions at least by 15th, 20th of December. Then only you can take.
If we can have the extra class, I would appreciate that, ma'am. I suppose most of us would get.
We can have the extra classes. You all decide the date. Any Monday. Monday is okay. Monday is okay. Thursday is okay.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
Monday, Thursday is okay for me. Saturday is also okay. I have slots. So early morning you want 1 hour or evening 1 hour. You can all decide and just give me 2, 3 to choose from.
Yeah.
You decide on 2 and you give me a choice. I will choose 1 and we'll go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
That time we will do this Naya book. Okay. In the extra classes, we'll do this Naya book. Now I request you all to take this Gunasthan Vivechan book. You may have got one thin book. Gunasthan Vivechan. So one thin book. बंद करो उसको चाय दे दो. Green tea है उसकी. उसको बोलो ले लेगी. One thin book you must have got in your set.
It's a Praveshika, ma'am.
Praveshika. That is a abridged. That is one slice of this book. Please get this from the Smarak. That is a small book out of this book. Only 30 pages of this book are there. And this book is a fantastic book on Gunasthan. 14 Gunasthan ka detailed analysis, detailed Varnan, as it is given in Dhavala and other texts, no? They have taken and given over here. Ratnakaran, Dhavala, and many other places, how you find, no? Not, yeah. So, and that too in question answer format. That too in question answer format they have given. Not the whole book, but yes. So, this book is written by Brahmachari Yashpalji, and he used to take class for the Smarak students. And there he felt the need for this book, and that time this book was his study notes kind of thing for the class. The notes that he had prepared for the class, and then he revised it, and then they brought it out as a book. Clear? So that's how this book, and the starting 30 pages are like a torch to read the Agamas. Right? It is called as Pithika. Pithika means what? What is Pithika? Pithika. It is like the spinal cord, you know, ekdam foundation. So this lays the foundation stone for building the Agamic studies. And Samyak Darshan oriented. And it is a part of Samyak Gyan Chandrika Pithika. Samyak Gyan Chandrika is the commentary on Gomad Sar, Labdhi Sar, Kshapna Sar, all written by Ujjwala Shah. Okay, so those books, if you have to read, means you have to go through this exercise. Okay, so this is a self-study paper. Hello, this is a self-study paper. But I am doing it because I feel that I have to do it for you, otherwise you will be lost. You don't have the English material. I request the team leaders to kindly get the English material for this book.
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
The English material is the team leader's responsibility. Telling about it is there or not is the teacher's responsibility. Because across Paramagam, you are the only batch doing the studies in English. Now there is one new batch last year which is doing it, and for them they are writing the books. I felt that here people are Hindi speaking and many English speaking people are Tamil knowing people. So they can get access to the Tamil material. So I request again the team leader or Shobha madam or Mahendran sir to contact Ravi Chandran sir and get the English of this few pages, 30 pages. Ask them, Gunasthan Praveshika, Samyak Gyan Chandrika, Pithika, English, Tamil material. Please get the Tamil material from them. Okay.
Ma'am, we contacted, Mahendran sir contacted Ravi Chandran sir, but the Tamil is being written, but it has not been reviewed. They haven't counter-checked it.
It's okay.
They are not very sure about...
it's okay.
But I will put it only, they don't want it going beyond the Paramagam students. So I'll put it in the Paramagam, the thing for all of them in Tamil. They don't want it going outside of Paramagam because it has not been reviewed and not been counter-checked actually.
I'll tell you one thing, even if it is not counter-checked, some raw material is there with you. You check it and you revise it and you read it. At least something is better than nothing.
No, this is the request from the author. So I'll send it. We got it just a day ago.
So as far as this is concerned, I'm helpless. I'll help you with each and every line of this. So you rely on that.
I've sent it, ma'am, for whoever.
If you can transcript what I'm teaching, it is as good as a translation of this. If somebody can transcript what I'm teaching right now, it is as good as the translation of these 30 pages. I'll teach you line by line. Okay, I don't want to waste time now. And Gandhar Bhav Bhasan, I'm not going to ask anybody. And if I don't get all of you on board with the Gandhar Bhav Bhasan, next year I'm not going to take your classes. I'm going to put a word to Swanubhuti ji that out of 70 people, only 10 people, 12 people are there. And out of that, only 6, 7 people attend the class. And only 2, 3 people give the Gandhar in spite of my repeated telling. I'm going to very plainly, bluntly report to the admin. Even the team leader is not taking any initiative, interest in doing his Gandhar Bhav Bhasan. Means what is the use? Even in Friday batch, the team leaders never do the exams. What team leader they are then? Team leader means the whole team should look up to them and follow them. Anyway, I feel helpless. Krambad only can take care of you, not me. Chalo, so this book, and it is this Samyak Gyan Chandrika is written by Todarmalji, who the great Pandit Acharya Kalp, I should not simply call him Todarmalji. Acharya Kalp Pandit Todarmalji wrote the Samyak Gyan Chandrika, and Ujjwala Shah, he had written it in Dhundari Bhasha, the Rajasthani at that time, the region where he was at that time. Okay, 300 years ago. And she converted into modern Hindi. That's all. Samyak Gyan Chandrika. So that is it. Now, in the starting, they are giving some 6 doha couplets. That is a Mangalacharan. And then we are going to have around 20, 30, 28 questions related to how to interpret the agamas, how to interpret this is what you're going to study is hermeneutics.
What?
Hermeneutics. Interpretation of the agamas. See, when you misinterpret the sacred text, you can become even a terrorist. You can remain a mithyatvi. Misinterpretation of the text. For example, Islam talks about jihad, but it is the inner holy war. They have misinterpreted it that those who don't follow Islam, they all should be murdered. That is a jihad they are doing. So what is this? Misinterpretation. So when you don't apply Anekantvad in reading the agamas can mislead you. The agamas don't mislead you. You are misleading yourself because of your narrow vision and not having the right understanding of the agamas. So why he's written this book and all those kind of questions he asks, and all very humbly, very modestly, he states things in these 28 questions. Again, in exam, if you have any doubt with these questions, you can call me up, ma'am, I don't understand this question. Don't ask me the answer for the question. That I will not give. I'll explain that question. Even 10 times you ask, I will explain the question. But you will, I will not talk about the answer. I'll explain to you the choices given, the question given. Then you can apply your brains and you can answer. I'm sure about it. You people are not so dull not to do that. Okay, to understand. Okay, chalo. So here, again, this book is published by the Smarak, and see the content. See the content. Content page is there in the very first page. It talks about how these 4 Anuyog Pakshapati. Pakshapati means what? Those who are biased, that you should read only Prathamanuyog, you should read only Charna, you should only follow Charnanuyog and Dravyanuyog, only 1 out of the 4. And you will get moksha. So all the wrong calculations that we have, so and how we remain in mithyatva. Mithya means wrong understanding. So to correct the wrong understanding, these chapter is given. And then it begins with very important questions related to Gunasthan, 2nd chapter. And 3rd chapter is all about the 14 Gunasthan. And then finally about Siddha Bhagwan. So a lot of detailing is there. So, fine. Chalo. Now we'll do the Mangalacharan. If you have it, do you have it in your Praveshika book, the Mangalacharan? Yes, you must be having it. See, all of you see here. If you're not having the book, please request for a screenshot. It will be sent to you by Saurabh or by myself, whatever you people say.
It was already sent, ma'am. Padma Priya had sent it last week, actually.
Okay, very good. So please access it. Don't sit without a book. Okay. So Vando Gyana Nandkar, Nemi Chand Gunkan, Madhav Vandit Vimal Pad, Punya Payo Nidhi Nand. He says, Vando Gyana Nandkar. Gyan Anand Kar. Kar ka matlab hai charitra. Gyan means Samyak Gyan and Anand means Samyak Darshan. Or you can say unity of all the three is Gyan Anand. See, we all know that the knower is Atma. But knowing the Atma is blissful, that we don't know. So we have not absorbed in it and manifested that infinite bliss. So we are in samsara. Clear? So Vando, I bow down to the soul, which is a reservoir of Gyan and Anand. It's a reservoir. It's a reservoir. Just as an ocean is a reservoir of water, the sugar is a reservoir of sweetness. Like that, the Atma is a reservoir. You all know reservoir, right? Abundance, where there is abundance of whatever it is. So, Nemi Chand Gunakand. So, who is this Nemi Chandra? Who has written Gomat Sar, Labdi Sar, Kshapna Sar, and all these great texts? And he's Gunakand. Kanda means, we say Kanda Mool. Potato, onion are called Kanda Mool. Kanda means every bit of it is that part, that thing. Like potato is the whole potato is a seed. From any part of the potato, another plant can grow. So like that, Nemi Chandra is full of gunas. Okay. Madhav Vandit Vimal Pad Punya Payo Nidhi Nanda. Now Madhav is, I think, another Acharya. Okay. And he's been bowed down by Madhav. And Punya Payo Nidhi Nand. Payo Nidhi means ocean of Punya. So by doing this rendering, you also get Punya, you also get Moksha Marga. If you focus on the soul, you're on the Moksha Marga. If you don't focus on the soul, but you focus on all noble, auspicious things, it is Punya. Okay? Dosha Dahana Guna Gahana Ghana Ari Kari Hari Arant. Now he is giving the Mangalacharan for all the Pancha Parmeshti here. Dev, Guru, Shastra, everything. You know the format, no? How many Mangalacharan we have done? Dev, Guru, Shastra, Dev, Shastra, Guru, like that. Dosha, Dahana, Guna, Gahana, Ghana, Ari, Kari, Hari, Arhant. Who are Arhant? Doshon ka dahan kar diya. They have reduced all the doshas. Reduced matlab, they have vanquished. Vanquished is the right word, Shobha madam? Finished. They have finished. Jala diya. Dahan matlab jala diya.
Dahan means jala diya. Dahan means
jala diya. Burnt it. Vanquished matlab destroyed. You can say destroyed. Gun gahan ghan. And the infinite gunas, gahan means thick, infinite. You know, they manifested. Guno ka gahan. So I'll tell you one thing. You don't have to remove the doshas. You have to focus on the soul. The doshas get removed. Like as you grow up, the childhood is gone. You don't sit and remove the childhood from your life. It is gone. As you age, as you grow, as time passes, youthhood, adolescence, everything comes and childhood is gone. Where is it gone? It's gone. Like that, Mithyatva will go and Samyaktva will come. That's what Panditji told the other day. It was so nice. So, Guno ka gehana ghana. So when you absorb when you recognize, when you realize, when you absorb in the gunas of the Atma, the doshas will go. Ari, Kari, Hari, Arhant. Ari means what? All the Shatru. Unka unhone kya kar diya? Hari. Hari matlab har liya. है ना? करके Ari, Kari, Hari. Arhant. And they became Arhant. Okay, now I would like to share with you something. Just yesterday morning, as I was waking up, the beautiful, beautiful early morning contemplation was, I always get up and I say Namo Siddhanam. Okay, Namo Siddhanam, you all know. We look at our palm and the crescent moon in your palm is the Siddha Shila and all the Siddha Bhagwan there. And then this is the Chamar. Okay, so I say Namo Siddhanam and then the 24 Aryan Bhagwan. You can see what I'm telling on your finger. You have 24. So Namo Siddhanam. And then when I say Namo Siddhanam, I actually bow down to the Siddha in me. I'm Siddha Bhagwan. Right? I'm Siddha Bhagwan. And throughout the day, I should realize and I should live as Siddha Bhagwan, as a knower and seer. This is the affirmation that I do, suggestion that I give to myself, that whatever I do today is my karma uday. I am a Siddha Bhagwan, like knower and seer, and not a doer and enjoyer of all these things. And remain equanimous, remain happy, remain blissful throughout the day. Come what may. Right? This is my little thing. Now, but throughout the day, I will not be remaining a knower and seer. No, I'll be engaged in doing so many things. At that time also, I am not the one who is doing. I am the one that is behind the show is going on, but I'm the one who is behind the show. I'm not the show. Okay. So this is one small example. Now, when I am looking at the Siddha Bhagwan in me, then I am not looking at more Ragvesh Ari. Looking at means engaged. I'm not engaged with the more Ragvesh. I'm remaining as a knower and seer. Right? So Ari is Hanta. Ari ka Hant ho raha hai. When I'm respecting the Siddha in me, the Ari is not, I'm not overpowered by the Ari. So Arihanthood sadhana should happen. I'm not telling it is happening, it should happen. Okay? Now you are leading yourself on the path of moksha. You're leading yourself on the path, looking at Aryan Siddha Bhagwan. You're also leading yourself. So you are like an acharya. And what you do, you come near your soul and upadhyay, gyan ki aradhana. And you're doing the sadhana. Us atma ko aap sadh rahe ho. You're trying to accomplish your own nature. So this is the Panchaparameshti. Panchaparameshti that we have to live in our day-to-day life in every breath. This is art of dying and art of living. This is Vrat Tap. This is the spirit behind Vrat Tap, Niyam, Diksha, Sanyam, everything. That is why Namokar mantra is called as Chauda Purvaka Sar, the essence of 14 Purvas. So 14 Purvas knowledge you may gather, that's all information. But until and unless this idea clicks that I am Siddha Bhagwan, not intellectually, but at the experience level, at the Shraddha level, then Moksha Marga begins. And Moksha eventually happens. So you understand what is Ari, Kari, Hari. So Ari is your more Ragvesh orientation that is happening since Anadi Kal. Your Indriyas are focusing outside. So Indriya Gyan and Indriya Vishay. Indriya Vishay, Indriya Gyan. We are, as we are talking, as we are learning, as we are praying, it's all Indriya Vishay only. It is Shubh Indriya Gyan, Shubh Indriya Vishay, Shubh Bhav. But again, that will keep you in samsara. So it is not Ari ka Hari. Ari ka Haran nahi ho raha. Ari ka hi development ho raha, nurturing ho raha. You understand, all of you? Sonal, Malar, Rita,
Yes,
Meenakshi,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Rajal.
ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
Where
ma'am.
is Paras Bhai? Where is Mahendran?
They are
And
both
Paras is
traveling.
sick.
They've sent a message actually.
Okay, chal. So I'm sorry, I have to have my early morning. So Swanubhuti Ramani Raman Jag Nayak Jayavant. And when the Arihant Bhagwan did not nurture even they had the Ari in them. Right? Even they had the Ari in them. They never allowed the Ari. Ari means Shatru, enemy, to overpower them. They overpowered the Shatru. Okay. So, and what they got? Swanubhuti Ramani Raman. Swanubhuti, Swa ki Anubhuti, Atma ki Anubhuti, and Ramani. Ramani means the bride. The bride of Swanubhuti they got, and they became the leaders of the whole universe. Jaganayak. वो अपने नाथ बन गए. They became their own masters, self-sovereign. And so they became the masters of the universe. All Indra, Chakravarti, everybody look up to them. And they are looking up to the soul. So looking at them, we have to learn to look at to our soul. Without them, how we'll know what we have to do and what is Moksha Marga? Okay, next what happens? Siddha Shuddha Sadhita Sahaj Swaras Sudhara Sadhar Samay Sar Shiv Sarvagat Namat Ho Sukhakar. Siddha Bhagwan kaun hai? Shuddha ho gaye. Sadhit ho gaye. They have accomplished their soul. They have got the Sahaj Atma. Sahaj, 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 knowing, Sahaj Atma. Swaras Sudhara Sadhar. They are so happy and blissful. Swa ke ras mein. Apne gyan anand mein. Sudha. Sudha is the immortality. Sudha is Amrit. Amrit state. Okay, this nectar and all these things are mythology. Devtaon ke kanth mein there is one nectar bag. And whenever they are hungry or thirsty, they have little of it. You know, but actually they are in that, they feel they are all immortal. They'll never die. But they are also not immortal, no. So who is immortal? The soul is immortal. Amrit, death cannot touch the soul. There is no birth, death, old age, disease for the soul. For this, you read the Gita now. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, na chainam kledyantyaapo, shoshayati marutaha. Neither fire, nor air, nor water can destroy the soul, nor any shastra can destroy the soul. It is immortal. And I am that soul. I am that immortal soul. Okay. Samay Sar Shiva Sarvagat. This Atma is Samay Sar. Now, what is the meaning of Samay? We'll study later. In your 4th, 5th year, Samay Sar is going to come very soon. Shiv means Moksha, Swarupa, pure, blissful, auspicious. You call Shiv. Shiv means Mangal Roop, Moksha Swarup. Atma is Shiva Swarupa. Now you look at Shiva. Shiva, you know, Himalayas, Hinduism. What is Shiva sitting and doing? He's meditating. He's meditating on the Shiva Swarup Atma. So he's called as Shiva. Okay. Huh? Now, Sarvagat. Sarvagat means they have the knowledge of the whole universe. Sarvagat means not present everywhere. They are not omnipresent. They are omniscient. See, there is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. Omni means all. So all Aryan Sat Bhagwan are omnipresent? Yes, in a way. What we are doing now, it is reflected in Aryan Bhagwan's Gyan. So Gyan Apeksha se they are Sarvagat. But physically they are not present here. Their Atma Pradeshas are there in Moksha. Siddha Bhagwan ka Atma Pradeshas are not here. They are not omnipresent in that physical way. But in the Gyan way, they are omnipresent. And they are not omnipotent. They are not all powerful. They are infinitely powerful. वो एक पत्ता भी नहीं हिला सकते. Omnipotent means he can do anything. But we say our Bhagwan is akarta. He is not omnipotent. He is infinitely potent. Anant Virya hai. But that Virya will not make the world, will do anything in the world. Then somebody can ask, what is the use of their omnipotency then? When they can't do anything, एक पत्ता भी नहीं हिला सकते, तो इतना अनंत वीर्य रख के क्या मतलब? They can't make a mithya drishti, samyak drishti. They can't do anything. Then they are like Napumsak. What is the use of that infinite power? Our gods are better. At least they do something for us. Like that, they remain in mithyat. They matlab we. You know, we seek gods who can kya bole, easy way out. You don't take the responsibility. You come surrender to me. I'll give you everything. So people are all very weak-minded. They want somebody who can rescue them. Right? So that kind of weak psychology, say you go for this kind of religious thought and remain in grahit mithyatva. है ना, ग्रहित मिथ्यात्व में नया ग्रहण करते ना, देव गुरु शास्त्र का, वी डोंट डू द सम्यक निर्णय, को देवी देवता को हम भगवान मान के चलते हैं, एंड वी रिमेन उन भगवान भरोसे. भगवान, अवर भगवान says don't be my भरोसे, I'm not going to give you केवल ज्ञान. My केवल ज्ञान I can only enjoy. You learn from me, you enjoy. So it is a religion of self-help and self-responsibility, but how many people believe in that? So हम लोग कायर की तरह ही जीवन जीते हैं. We are cowards, spiritual cowards. No, not an iota of spiritual quotient is there in us. And we want to be religious, we want to be liberated, we want to be good, we want to be the best. How is it possible? Clear? Understood? See the Mangalacharan, so beautiful it is. Okay, namat ho sukhkara. So I bow down to them so that even I realize that blissful nature. Jaini bani vivid vidhi varnat vishwa praman syat pad mudrit ahit har karahu sakal kalyan. Now they are talking about the Shastra. जैनी बानी मतलब जैन लोगों की वाणी, the sacred scriptures, विविध है, very variety of things Jainism talks about, the Jain philosophy talks about. विधि पूर्वक, not ऐसे नहीं बोलते हैं, everywhere the Naya is applied, everywhere the Naya is applied. Varnat Vishwa Praman, and they give you the Varnan, they give you the explanation, and the whole Vishwa. It is universal, it is eternal, it is logical, it is practical, it is scientific. Vishwa Praman. Nobody can refute the principles of Jainism. See, your understanding, my understanding can be blurred, but the concept that the Jinas have given cannot be refuted. You can refute my statement, I can refute your statement. But the ultimate Jinvani ka refutation cannot happen because it has been revealed through the Syadvad, Anekantvad, Nayavad ke lens. Applying that only, you have to read the Jinvani. If you don't apply it, then you will feel they are contradictory. Somewhere they are saying Atma is pure, somewhere they are saying Karma Kashaya are there. So it looks contradictory, but there is no contradiction if you look at it from the Naya point of view. So Syad Pad Mudrit. So the signature of Aryan Bhagwan is Syadvad. If Syadvad signature is not there in any statement, then that statement is not complete. Supposing I ask you, you're a pure soul or not, you have to say from Syadvad's point of view. Relatively yes, relatively no. You're eternal or not, relatively yes, relatively no. You're one or many, you're general or particular. Everywhere you have to apply the Syadvad. Supposing I'm taking this class. So am I taking this class? Relatively yes, relatively no. From the soul point of view, I'm not taking the class. I'm only knowing that somebody is sitting here and taking the class. Somebody means a package of Pudgal. I'm a pure consciousness. I'm a knower and seer. You understand? That kind of application is not there, means it is not Jainism. It is Mithyatva plus Punyakar. You don't take to Jainism, it is Pap. You take to Jainism all the Punya activities, then it is Punya with Mithyatva. You understand? So even though you're doing Punya, you're doing loads and loads of Mithyatva Namka Pap. That will take us back to Nikot. Clear? Okay. मैं नमो नगन जैन जन, now Guru की स्तुति है. First Aryant Siddha, then Shastra, now Guru. I bow down to the Nagna Jain Jan, the Digambar Munis, who are physically and spiritually detached. Not just Bahar se Nagna, Andar se bhi. They see their soul as pure soul, without karma, without kashai, and they are experiencing it, they are rejoicing in it, they are enjoying being in it. Enjoying matlab आनंद कर रहे हैं उसमें. ज्ञान ध्यान धन लीन. They are so absorbed in their ज्ञान, ध्यान, and the wealth. They are nurturing. They are the wealthiest people. The top 5 people in the whole universe are the Pancha Parmeshti. Man मान बिन दान धन एन हीन तन छीन. man मतलब ego है ना. मान मतलब ईगो को उन्होंने क्या कर दिया, सब अहंकार को छोड़ करके दान धन They have given themselves the gift of divinity. So they are not attending to their body. So their body is becoming frail. Frail bulato. It's not so very, what to say, nurtured, because they are giving all their time to the pure soul. They are not interested in what happens to the body. Very little they give the body. And a little rest, little food, and maximum they are taking out of the body to explore the spiritual world. Got it, dear? Okay, next one. Ihi vidhi mangal karanate, sab vidhi mangal hot. How they are living, like that if you live, then all types of mangal will happen in your life. Spiritual mangal also will happen. Material mangal, punya also will happen. Ihi vidhi mangal karanate. Sab vidhi mangal hoy. This type of mangal happens in your life. Auspicious realization happens, enlightenment happens in your life. Then materially also you will be very well placed in Devalok, in higher Manushya forms, and you don't have to worry about the basic needs and all that. Hot udangal duri sab tam jyo bhanu utyod. Dangal. Dangal means what? What is the meaning of the word dangal? All darkness. And all darkness, all the kichad, all the conflicts, all the doubts, all the confusions. Sab dur ho jayenge. Okay? Tam jyo bhanu udyod. When the sun rises, bhanu means sun. When the sun rises, the tamas goes. Like that, when this kind of realization happens in our soul, then all kinds of conflicts, mithyatva, perversion, ignorance, moha, everything will go. If it is not going, means you have not, whenever I say you, I mean we have not grasped the essence of it. Upar se we are doing the prayer and worship and we are thinking we are on the path. Huh? Uncle ko bolo. Uncle ko bolo. Uncle. एक मिनट. Okay, so this is the Mangalacharan, and now he says, I'm going to, now he says, Pandit Todarmalji is telling that after doing the Mangalacharan, so I'm doing the literal sentence translation, okay? Explanation part I will not do. Wherever required, I'll be doing. Okay? After doing the Mangalacharan, Srimad Gomat Sar, the other name for Gomat Sar is Pancha Sangraha. And I'm going to give you the commentary of it in the Deshi Bhasha. Deshi Bhasha means the local dialect. Okay. So this Gomat Sar and all are like a ocean. Ye granth to samudra ke jaisa hai. And only people with extraordinary brilliance, intelligence, okay, profoundness of learning can grasp it. Otherwise, it is difficult to grasp it. And I am a Manda Buddhi. Who is telling Manda Buddhi? Todarmalji is telling for himself. Main Manda Buddhi, I am thinking of highlighting what is there in this text through the commentary. This is the opening line. Clear? Got it? Will it help you? Will it help you? Somebody please transcript it and take it. Otherwise, just rely on the recordings. And close your eyes, read the recordings and write the exam. Bolo Shobha madam, you have something to say?
No, ma'am. He is saying only people of extraordinary gyan will grasp. And I'm just thinking, I mean, am I qualified to read this section?
Yes. It's okay. It's okay. Think, see, I'll tell you one thing. The beginning of wisdom is I know nothing. If you say I know so much, that means you're not ready for the infinite thing. You're contented with what you know. So it won't come to you. So the path of moksha begins with utmost humility. I know nothing. I'll tell you one thing. Before I studied Jainism deeply, I used to think I know so much. I've done my BA Hindi literature. I know Meera, Sur, Tulsi, Kabir, Gita, Upanishad, blah, 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 blah. I know Jainism, 40 things I've memorized. That was this thing when I set my foot in the department of Jainism 30 years ago. Almost 33 years ago. But after reading Jainism, I realized I know nothing. I don't have Samyak Darshan, I don't have Samyak Gyan, I don't have Samyak Charitra. I know nothing. So that when you say I know nothing, then that is only the Tivra Buddhi. If you say I know so much, that is Manda Buddhi. You get it?
Yeah, that's right, ma'am.
Okay. Chalo. Now, some Jinendra Dev ke survey, he's telling, can anybody
Why
with
is
the
he saying
highest
he's got
intellect,
Mand Buddhi?
because he is not yet got Keval Gyan, no? He's not yet got Shaikh Samket, he's not got Shaikh Samket, he's not got Keval Gyan. So in front of that, we are all Manda Buddhi only, no? We are all having Shaiksham Gyan only. We have not realized the Paramparinamic Bhav. We are not able to catch that Paramparinamic Bhav is our Manda Buddhi. We are not able to catch the reality is Manda Buddhi. You may have loads of information about the whole world. But if you don't know anything about yourself, it is Manda Buddhi. And see people, they waste their time in watching TV, mobile, newspapers, explorations, discoveries, Nobel Peace Prize, this prize, that prize. And they feel, oh, I know so much. They fool karke kuppe ho rahe. Kuppe matlab, kya bole? Ego. Their ego only they are nurturing. That man kashai only they are nurturing. So even they are pure soul, but the kashai is making them do like this. See them also as pure soul. Even though they are on the wrong path, their soul is also pure soul. They are far away from it. So we have to have compassion on them and not rebuke them. You understand? उनकी निंदा नहीं करना है. उनके ऊपर करुणा ही आ सकती है. Whether it is a terrorist or a sinner or a mithya drishti or a perverted, maybe an acharya or anybody. करुणा उपजे जोई मतलब देख करके. So when you get Samyak Darshan, all kinds of attitudes will be corrected. Everywhere the Samyak Darshan will be helping you and leading you and guiding you. Chalu main aage Sonal. Okay, so here he's telling, he's only raising the questions and he's only giving the answers. You know how Todarmal ji, no? Mokshmar Prakashak, we all have studied, no? Okay, so he assumes people are sitting before him and asking him questions. So for them, he understands the psychology of humans and he's giving the answers. So it's such a great thing he's done for us. Okay, so he's telling, it is like somebody trying to describe the Jinendra Bhagwan. Is it possible? Unke gunon ko, can anybody describe? No. Like that, I cannot describe the whole of Jinvani that is given through Gomat Sar, but I'm going to make an attempt. Now the next question. Now he's asking a question. Agar you can't do it, then why are you even trying? Somebody is asking him. He's telling, I cannot describe Jinendra Bhagwan ke gunon ka varnan, I cannot do. Then somebody is saying, you can't do, then why are you even attempting? Sit quietly, no? That is the question. Okay, like that, there will be some questions, and then we'll be going to the 4 Anuyogas. Then he says that nobody can describe all the qualities of a Jinendra Bhagwan. But somebody, bhakti vash, bhakti, you know, it is like the moon. Nobody can catch the moon. But a child, an innocent child, wants to catch the moon. So what they do, they put a vessel of water in the house and they show the reflection of the moon, and the child tries to catch the moon, and he's happy that I've got the moon, I've got it. So it is bhakti ke vash. Okay, motivated by bhakti. Motivated, you know, bhakti ke vash matlab under the influence of bhakti, according to the buddhi, we do the glorification of the Jinendra Bhagwan. In the same way, even I have got this anurag. Anurag means a fascination for the Jain Agamas. So I am going to explain it according to my buddhi. Clear? Okay. Then the question is, okay, you have got anurag, no? You have got fascination for Jain Agamas. Then sit and read the Jain Agamas, no? First you're telling your Manda Buddhi. And next you say, out of some, kya bole? Fascination, you're doing it. Why you have to do it when you're not qualified to do it? Why you have to do it? Sit and read quietly the Jain Agamas. Why are you making a commentary on it? Got the question, all of you? Okay, very simple things. Then he says that in a school, no, in a Pathshala, many children study. In that class, few are very bright, few are very dull. Okay, so now the teacher, what she will tell? That bright student, the teacher will give some work or not? The work to write something, to do something, and to take care of the other weaker students. So the teacher will assign some work, no? In the same way, even though I don't have Vishesh Gyan, and because of the Kala Dosh, I am Manda Buddhi, still I feel there are people who are weak-minded and I have got some bright mind. So to help them, I'm writing this book. You understood? Huh? उन्हीं के लिए मुझ समान इस ग्रंथ का ज्ञान होने के लिए, how I have got the knowledge of this grantha, I want the other people also to get the knowledge of this grantha. So I am going to write. I am going to make an attempt. Clear? Next question. ये कार्य करना है, किंतु छोटा मनुष्य. हाँ. So now the question is, you are small and you want to attempt a great task. So you will fumble. You will make mistakes. Don't do that. There may be mistakes and people may laugh at you. You may become a laughing stock. You're small means do small things. Don't take up this mammoth work in your hand to write a commentary on such a great text. We are telling you can't do it. Your Manda Buddhi, Kal Dosh is there, everything is there. Why are you attempting only? Okay. So then you will make mistakes and then you will become a laughing stock. Now the answer he gives. You understand the question, the idea behind it. He says, even I'm a Manda Buddhi and I'm trying to attempt to write this tika. There may be mistakes, but I will not become a laughing stock. Now, what is the reason he gives? Okay. Now, when a bright student is teaching a weaker student, it is but possible that the bright student is not an intellectual. He won't be knowing everything. No, he can also make mistakes. No, he can also make mistakes. No, and then he can correct his mistakes. He can clarify from the teacher. He can ask teacher to throw more light on it as he's teaching the weaker students. But will he be a laughing stock for the weaker students? No. There is possibility that he may make mistakes, but he will not become a laughing stock. In the same way, Manda Buddhi tha, bhule, kintu kitne hi. Then he says that a bright student having one mistake and a weak student having 10 mistakes. Okay, and the bright student is helping the weak student to study and overcome his 9 mistakes. So that is better, no? So I'm going to help them with this book, rendering of this commentary. Okay, chalo, next one. Then he says, Sajjan Purush will not laugh at you, but Durjan will laugh at you, no? Durjan means the evil-minded will laugh at you. Then he says, the evil-minded are evil only. They will do only evil things. Even good things appear to be wrong for them. Nirdosh bhi unko doshi lagta hai. But just fearing them, how can I stop doing good for me and for others? Fearing those people, I cannot stop this idea of helping people. Clear? Next question. Then he says, already there are so many texts. So many granth are already there. And read them. Read them. Why do you want to show off by writing a commentary? अपनी महंतता क्यों प्रकट करते हो? मंद बुद्धि से you want to write a commentary. Why do you want to show off that you are a great scholar? There are so many texts already, read them. Then he says, he says, when I do a commentary on a beautiful text, my upyog is into it. My upyog is into it. And I get the deeper meaning out of it. So my benefit is there. Clear? It is very difficult to make others understand the granthas. सहयोग होना दुर्लभ है. अन्य जीवों को ग्रंथ अभ्यास कराने का सहयोग बहुत दुर्लभ है. And even if you get the सहयोग, somebody may study, somebody may not study. Fact, no. In our Paramagam, 70 students are there. Somebody may study, somebody may not study. But when I am teaching, I am benefited or not. Even if one person is there, I am benefited or not. My studies is happening or not. Okay, like that. Granth ki tika banne se to, if I write the commentary, then parampara se, traditionally people will look up to it and have access to Gomatsa. Otherwise, people are not having access to this beautiful text because they are not so well versed and it is of such a high order. So I am simplifying it and giving it to them in a capsule form. इसलिए for my benefit, ये लेके जाना सीमा. For my benefit and for the benefit of many people, I am going to attempt this text commentary. There is no show of business in this. मेहनतपना का तो कोई प्रयोजन ही नहीं. I don't have any fascination for getting a name, fame, award, PhD degree. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं. Again, see his humility here. Now, now the sixth question. Okay, chalo, you say you will write, no problem. But if you write, if you don't interpret it correctly and you give a wrong meaning, then will it not become Mahapap? First you are telling Manda Buddhi, bhool ho sakti hai. So will it not become Mahapap? Why do you want to do that pap? Now the answer is that only a Kevli Bhagwan can have all the answers. Only a Kevli Bhagwan knows the whole reality, the whole universe. But others are having Jnanavarniya ka Kshayopsham. Others, we all are Chadmasta. We are all having Jnanavarniya ka Kshayopsham. So, unko koi arth anyatha bhi pratibhase. So it is possible that those who are Chadmasta can understand things otherwise. It is possible. Okay. But he says, but the Jinas have told that ku dev, ku guru, ku shastron ke vachan ki pratiti se, hat se, krodh se, क्रोध मान माया लोभ से, हास्य भय से यदि अन्यथा श्रद्धान करे उपदेश दे तो वो महापाप. What is the meaning? If you have a fascination for the words of ku dev, ku guru, ku shastra, because of some previous hat matlab bias, previous bias, or out of anger, conceit, deceit, greed, out of fear, out of delight, if you believe in the scriptures otherwise, anyatha shraddha kare, if you don't understand and if you don't preach correctly, that will amount to Mahapap. Ku dev, ku guru, ku shastra. But Vishesh Gyanvan Guru ke nimit ke bina, koi sukshma artha anyatha prati. So, you are not having the nimit of a highly qualified guru, and your Kshayopsham is also manda. So if you misinterpret something, then according to the Jinas, सूक्ष्म अर्थ का अन्यथा श्रद्धान करे. You're believing in something otherwise. जैसे आपने जीव को अजीब बोल दिया, अजीब को जीव बोल दिया, ऊपर से स्थूल रूप में, ग्रॉस रूप में, but not in सूक्ष्म रूप में. So that will not be considered as महापाप. पाप है लेकिन वो महापाप नहीं है. It won't amount to मिथ्यात्व. Supposing I say there are 5 sons instead of 2 sons. So will it amount to mahapap, mithyatva? No, nothing. Ek minute, just give me 1 minute. Sorry, dear. Understood? महापाप नहीं होगा, पाप होगा लेकिन चलेगा, he says. But I'll be very careful in giving you the accurate meanings as given in the Gomatsar, as it has come down. I will be very careful about it. So it won't, and see very nicely he's saying, no. See, my Kshayopsham is only this much that I can get only this much meaning. But I won't mislead you that you will get wrong faith and all that. Okay. Now he's quoting Gomatsar. Karma Jeev Kand, Karma Granth. Jeev Kand mein, Nemi Chandra Acharya in 27th Gatha, he says, Sama itti jeevo uvaittham pavayanam tu saddhahadi. Saddhahadi asambhavam ajanamano guru niyoga. That means what? Sama itti matlab samyak drishti jeeva upadishta pravachan. The pravachan, that is the what to say, the revelations given by Bhagwan, Upadishta Pravachan, tu Saddhahadi. He believes in the revelations of the jinas. See, supposing you ask me whether the earth goes round the sun or the sun goes round the Meru, goes round the thing. So we don't have the Agamas completely. Agamas tell us that the earth is static and the sun is going round the Meru. Right? But if you take modern science, what they tell us that the earth is going around the sun. So I can doubt all these things, but I don't doubt what is, see, what is right is what is seen in Kevali Bhagwan's Gyan. I believe in that. But I can doubt this and explore and try to find out this is right or that is right, this is right or that is right. And I'm not able to find. Then I will say, I believe in what the Jina, what they see in their Gyan is the truth. I may not have access to it. I may not understand it. I don't have the tools to interpret what they are telling. That I can doubt, but I don't doubt their knowledge. That is what is the meaning of the first line. Understood? Samyak Drishti believes in the pravachan, revelations of the jinas. Saddhahadi asambhavam. Even the impossible he can believe. Ignorantly, ajanamano, guru niyoga. If the guru ka niyog is there or not there, he may have a wrong understanding, but he will never doubt the knowledge and the clarity or the truth revealed by the jinas. Okay? Chalo. Then he says, Then he says, first you should go to a Jnani, Vishesh Jnani. You should go and read the whole Agam correctly and then attempt to write a commentary. Why you're coming with half-baked knowledge? Then he says, because of Kala Dosh, Kevali Shruta Kevali are not there, and Vishesh Jnani also are not to be seen. And those who are there, they are there very far off. Dur Kshetra mein hai. It is very difficult to be with them. Okay. And Ayu, Buddhi, Bal, Parakram, all are less. My Ayu is less, my Buddhi is less, my Bal is less, my Parakram. Parakram means the will to exert in the right direction. Exerting in the right direction is Parakram. Samyakpa Parakram, Purushakar Parakram. As is required to be with the soul, I'm not able to exert in that direction. Adi tuchha hai. Isliye, whatever is possible, I'm trying to do it. Okay? Then he says, whatever you have told is right. But if you make a mistake in the text, who is going to correct it? Who is going to tell us what is wrong and what is right? Then he says, Jnani Purush are not there with us. So Paroksh mein, I am doing a request to them. I am praying to them that main Manda Buddhi, okay, I am Vishesh Gyan Rahit hu. I am Manda Buddhi. I am without that extraordinary Keval Gyan or Shruta Kevali Gyan. I am aviveki. I may not have that vivek that is required to be on the highest order. But Shabda, Nyaya, Ganit, Dharmik, Adi Granthon ka, even I may not be a master of all the learning, all the logic and all the mathematics and all the texts, the religious texts. I am Shakti-heen. Fir bhi, I'm Shakti-heen means I'm not having that much Shakti. Intellectual Shakti, spiritual Shakti, psychological Shakti and all that thing. Fir bhi, dharma ki anurag vash ho karke. Tika I am doing because of the fascination for dharma, not fascination, the devotion for dharma. Anurag. Fascination is a wrong word. It's a very low word. Low matlab material चीजों के लिए fascination बोल सकते हैं. But higher चीजों के लिए adoration, devotion. Okay. तो उसमें जहां जहां भूल हो जाए, अन्यथा वहां मेरे ऊपर क्षमा करके. So wherever you see, many times we read some books, they write, no, if there is any mistake, there may be typographical errors, human errors. So I request the readers to correct it and read it. That kind of a statement is given. Okay. So I request the readers to have Kshama ka bhav on me and correct it and read it. Okay. Whatever bhool happens, see, I don't think there is any bhool in Gomat sir, but very modestly he is telling. There may be more Jnani Munis over there at that time. So if any bhool is there, you bring it to my attention, or you correct it and read it, you revise it and read it. All this where we saw Chalam na ghetavvam. Chal nahi grahan karna chahiye. Samay sar mein aayega. Samay sar mein similar thing is there. So I am going to reveal to you what Kevali Bhagwan has told. But if I am not able to reveal and you are not able to understand, don't be cheated. Chalam na ghetavvam. Chal nahi grahan kiya jana chahiye. Clear, you understand? Supposing I'm saying something, you're not able to understand it. Don't misunderstand it and take it. That is what is the meaning over here. Okay. Now the next question. See, he's telling it is a very important text in Prakrit language, Gomat sir. So the commentary should be written in Sanskrit. Why are you writing in the local language? You understood, no? Till then, all the books and commentaries were written in Sanskrit only. Nothing came down in the local language. So he's telling, write in Sanskrit. And the Gambhir things can come out only in Sanskrit. Samskrita. Sanskrit is also again, Anglo version of Samskrita. It is Samskrita. Okay. Now, the question. Am I clear with everybody? So we have finished around 9 questions. Like that, we have to do 28 questions. So the Prathamano Yog thing and all will start from, I think, it will start from the 11th question onwards. Just 2 more questions. Yeah. So he says, is Granth ki Jiva Tattva Pradipika Namak Sanskrit Tika is already written. on Gomatsar, Jiva Tattva Pradipika Tika is already written. But those who are Mandabuddhi, who don't know Sanskrit, who don't know logic, who don't know calculations, mathematics, how they will have entry into it, how they will have access to it. Unka pravesh usme kaise hoga? So first of all, because of Kala Dosh, Tuchya Buddhi is there. And that too, you give them a very heavily loaded text, how they will read it. And you all know, Tirthankar Bhagwan preached in the common man's language because they wanted the common man to understand the tattvas and benefit. Sanskrit was the language of the elite, like how English is today. Only if you know Sanskrit, you are educated, you are Arya, your Sanskrit, Sanskarit, and all those kind of things were there at that time. So language bias has been throughout. You have racism, like that you have language-related racism. It's not racism as such, but then language bias is there. Religious bias is there, language bias is there. You wear a topi in this fashion, you are a true Muslim. You don't wear it in this fashion, you are not a true Muslim. Topi, you understand? The skull cap or whatever it is. Likewise, if you do the puja in this way, you are a Jain. If you don't do it in that way, you are not a Jain. That is how all the divisions have happened in across religious things. People do things differently, and so different parampara chal padti hai. Clear? Now he says, those who don't know Sanskrit, for them I'm writing. And those who know Sanskrit, they are also going to benefit from it. So, okay? And those who don't have the knowledge of Sanskrit, but they want, those who know Sanskrit, they may not know these deep calculations. They may not have that reflection on reality, that the way it is given in Gomatsa. Okay, so even they are going to benefit out of it. So he says, so it is Prakrit, it is already there. Sanskrit, it is already there. But those who have the Sanskrit Tika, they may not have access to those simple things. So I am going to give the commentary, keeping in mind the Moola Granth and the Sanskrit Tikas. And by reading this, they will be able to enter into both. The common man will be equipped to read the Prakrit also and the Sanskrit Tikas also. I don't want to stop them from not reading it. It is going to help them. Okay? Now, संस्कृत ज्ञान वालों को भाषा अभ्यास में अधिकार नहीं है. संस्कृत ज्ञान वालों को भाषा, see, there are many people who don't know the Sanskrit. And the language in which you are going to write, see, many Sanskrit people don't know Hindi also. Many Sanskrit people don't know the language in which you are going to write. So what is going to happen? He says, Sanskrit ज्ञान वालों को भाषा बांझने से तो कोई दोष आते नहीं है. If the Sanskrit people read the Sanskrit text, they are not going to read with mistakes. अपना प्रयोजन जैसे सिद्ध हो वैसे करना. He says, however it is possible, realize your goal by reading Sanskrit or Prakrit or Hindi or whatever it is. Not Hindi, उस जमाने में हिंदी नहीं था, ढूंढारी भाषा. Okay, however it is possible, don't have language bias. However it is possible, get access to the truth. In olden days, it used to be Ardhamagadi. Purva mein Ardhamagadi Adi Bhashamay Mahagranth the. All, you know, the 14 Purvas, the Dwadashang, all were written in Ardhamagadi, Shauraseni, Prakrit. Then, when the Jiva became Mandabuddhi, then Sanskrit became the language, medium of language. See how he is calling Sanskrit as language of Mandabuddhi people. They could not access the Prakrit texts. They wanted Sanskrit. So now, ab jeevon ki buddhi ki vishesh, now the vishesh mandata is there. Even more degradation of the buddhi has happened. And so I am writing this in Deshi Bhasha. See how language changes. over a period of time. पहले प्राकृत था, फिर संस्कृत था, फिर देशी भाषा, then standard became Hindi. Now Hindi English mix. Nobody talks in Shuddha Hindi now. Tamil English mix, Tamil Hindi mix, all mixing ही चल रहा है अभी, सब पूरा mixing world ही है. संस्कृत आदि ग्रंथ का अर्थ भी भाषा द्वारा ही जीवों को समझाते हैं. What is Sanskrit? It again a medium of language to explain the deep philosophy. इसलिए भाषा द्वारा ही अर्थ लिखने में आया तो कुछ दोष नहीं है. So I am writing in this language, it is not a दोष. So गोमटसार आदि पंच संग्रह ग्रंथ जीव प्रदीपिका नामक संस्कृति का सम्यक ज्ञान चंद्रिका करने का निश्चय किया है. अरहंत देव जिनेश्वर भगवान निर्ग्रंथ गुरु के प्रसाद से मूल ग्रंथकर्ता नेमिचंद्र आदि आचार्यों के प्रसाद से let this work be accomplished. Very humbly he is remembering them. Now he is talking about the Shastra. अभ्यास से जीवों को सन्मुख करते हैं. हे भव्य जीव, see how he is addressing us. हे भव्य जीव, तुम अपने हित की वांछा करते हो. If you desire your welfare, तो जिस प्रकार बने उस प्रकार ही शास्त्र का अभ्यास कर. However possible, read this text. Okay. Now, however possible का मतलब क्या है? Now comes the main thing. आत्मा का हित क्या है? What is आत्मा का हित? आत्मा का हित का इंग्लिश में कैसे बोलेंगे? कैसे बोलेंगे आत्मा का हित? मोक्ष. What शोभा मैडम? सोनल, सौरभ सर. आत्मा का हित मोक्ष है. ट्रांसलेट दिस इन इंग्लिश. कोई भी नहीं है मेरे साथ.
The benefit of the soul. I don't know. Benefit of the soul. आत्मा का हित.
Welfare.
Benefit.
Welfare.
Yes, ma'am. Welfare. Yeah.
बेनिफिट बोले तो छोटा मोटा बेनिफिट होता है. आत्मा का हित मोक्ष है. What is good for the atma is moksha.
Moksha is welfare for the soul.
Moksha is good for the atma. Nothing else is good. Even little bit bandha is there. For example, there is a big elephant and the whole elephant has come out. Only the tail end is remaining. The tail is stuck up in the door. Is not the whole elephant stuck up?
Yeah.
So even if one karma is there, one karma means little karma is there, it can again build up a castle of karmas. So complete annihilation of karmas, complete moksha is only good for the soul. Not an iota of bondage is good for the soul. Complete liberation. Okay. Now, whatever else other than moksha, the whole universe, char gati, five jati, wealth, family, relation, all these associations, sanyog, they are called as sanyog, are par sanyog, par paryay, par padarth, par vyakti, par sanyog, are all what? Non-eternal, vinashil, impermanent. They are full of suffering because they cause anxiety, fear. You have to be concerned about them. You cannot be free, carefree. Understood? These two lines. Atma ka hit is moksha, and without moksha, everything else is par sanyog, and all these sanyog are impermanent. Nobody can be permanently with the Atma other than the Atma.
Sorry, ma'am, what is par sanyog?
Par sanyog is all associations that come in contact with the self. It could be your body, it could be your emotions, it could be the family, it could be the things. Sanyog means association. Par means other, non-self. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
They are how they are? How all these par sanyog are described to be? Vinashil. Vinash means sooner or later you have to be separated from them. All sanyog is for viyog. All sanyog will end in viyog. So we have to go beyond Sanyog Viyog and take to the Yog. Yog means joining with the soul and reach the Ayog state. So Sanyog, Viyog are all Anukul Pratikul. They may be favorable to you, they may be favorable to you means favorable to your mind. Right? Getting a pimple is not favorable to your body and your mind. But if you're worried about it, then how you will think about the soul? So you have to go beyond. So this is impermanent. Why I have to allow that pimple to take away my peace? I will work at it, but I will be working at it in a detached way. So mental illness is not there. Spiritual illness is not there. Physical ailment is there. Having a wound or a pimple or a cancer or a tumor or anything. But why it should affect my mental health and spiritual health? Clear? That kind of orientation comes when we study Jainism in depth. Not otherwise.
Ma'am, there are two words, Sanyog and Sayog, and they only have a difference of a dot on the top, but there could be a massive difference in their definition. Is it possible?
Yes. Sayog means Sayog Kevali.
Yeah.
With mind, body, speech. They are with the soul, so they are not with the mind, body, speech. They are there. Mind, body, speech is there at the body level. But at the spiritual level, they are in the Ayog state.
Yeah.
So no bondage for them.
Right.
Right. So Sanyog is okay, but Sanyogi Bhav should not be there.
Okay.
Sanyog will be there. As long as your Bhogavali Karma is there, body will be there. Sanyog is there. But Sanyogi Bhav will be eliminated through Samyak Darshan Gyan Charit.
Right.
The Bhava Karma will not be there.
So essentially in here, they're talking about that Sanyogi Bhav.
Yes. No. They are telling that all these Sanyog are there and they are all ephemeral. So don't have the Sanyogi Bhav.
Okay.
That Sanyogi Bhav is Dukkha Karan.
Okay.
Otherwise, तो वहां सुख ही आत्मा में सुख अनंत सुख है.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. For example, I have my wallet or my credit card or whatever it is. I lost it. So the Sanyog is lost, right? I don't have the contact. Now the Sanyogi Bhav will be disturbing me. Oh my God, when will I get it? If it goes in wrong hands, people will misuse it. It will be at a loss. All these are Sanyogi Bhav.
Yeah.
Now if I believe in Krambat, that I am destined to lose this credit card, it is lost. If I'm destined to get it, I will get it. I will immediately go to the bank and report to them, I've lost it, please block it.
Yeah.
So without anxiety also, you can positively take a bold step and correct the wrong thing. I mean, correct the thing that has happened. No? But what is the need for you to be anxiety? But because the jiva is with the Kashai, Mohaniya karma, every moment the Kashai will be like that serpent, no? It will be pouting, it will be coming out. Now with the Gyan, we have to cut it. We have to Ari, that is Ari, that Kashai is the Ari. With the Gyan, you have to handle this. So it is knowledge management, self-management, Kashai management.
Right. Yep.
तीनों मैनेजमेंट आ गया. सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट भी हो गया, नॉलेज मैनेजमेंट भी हो गया, कषाय मैनेजमेंट भी हो गया, मोक्ष मार्ग हो गया. No anxiety, no suffering. So that Nirakulta is Anand. And that comes only through application of Gyan. Gyan is there, but the application of Gyan is Samyak Gyan.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
So, but other than moksha, all are vinashil, dukhmay, vibhav. We'll read Pravachan Sar, no, उसमें बहुत अच्छे से आएगा. And if you have that book Pravachan Sar, उसमें difference between Indriya Gyan and difference between Atma Gyan is given very nicely. Okay, but moksha is what? Nij Swabhav. Moksha is your nature. Atma is moksha swarupa. It is avinashi. Once you get moksha, you know returning back. So decide whether you want moksha or not. You'll be stuck up over there. Avinashi it is. But in Sansar it is Vinashi. Badal ke you will get everything. Mati, you can go for different gati. But once you go to moksha, you are stuck up over there. So think twice whether you want moksha or not. I'm sarcastically talking. I hope you got it. Make sure whether you want moksha or not. Okay. And it is Ananta Sukhmay. Moksha is blissful. So if you're not experiencing the bliss, you're away from moksha. You are in bondage. You are in asrav bandha. You are more at the mental level, not at the spiritual level. See, mind, body, spirit, all are coexisting. But you are with whom? You are with the soul, you are with the mind, you are with the body. That determines whether you are on moksha marga or sansara marga. Physically, what you do externally, kriya and all is okay. But internally, what is your orientation? What is your outlook? What is your approach? How do you see yourself as a person? You see yourself as a soul, then you will think in the lines of soul. If you see yourself as a body and mind, you will consider the mental activity as your activity. Whereas all these are sanyog, all these are impermanent, all these are suffering. You are of the nature of permanence, you are of the nature of bliss. Hence, moksha pad ki prapti ka upay karna chahiye. Don't go after. See, it is such a big tragedy that the permanent soul is interested in impermanent things. And it thinks that going beyond impermanent things, it will get permanent happiness. That is the illusion we all are in. Nobody can give happiness to anybody. Even Aryan Siddha Bhagwan cannot give. So ye bacha bachi aur paisa waisa kya karega? So before the body leaves you, learn to leave the body at the Gyan level, at the Shraddha level. And then finally the last birth at the Charitra level, that body will be the last body. First Gyan and Shraddha level. You're not creating different Sanyogi Bhav. So different Sanyog of body is cut. You get it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Chalo. I will just sit for 10 more minutes. Okay, it's 9:35. Time kaise jata hai, pata hi nahi chalta hai na. See, abhi 3 lines, 2 lines, if I have to go in deep, no, it will take at least 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, regular, everyday classes to do 30 pages. But somewhere I have to draw the line and move forward. Okay. So, moksha pad ki prapti ka upay karna chahiye. And what is moksha ka upay? Upay means the way to moksha is samyak darshan gyan charitra. Inki prapti, how do you get samyak darshan gyan charitra? Through jivadi tattva. And how you'll get the jivadi tattva? From the 4 anuyogas. So learn to interpret the jivadi tattva from the 4 anuyog point of view. Jivadi tattvon ka shraddha ne samyak darshan. Now very nicely they're going to see bold letters, no? Very bold letters it is given. Now, how do I know the Jivadi Tattva? You know, no, the 7 Tattvas we have studied in Tattvar Sutra. Jivadi Tattvom ka Shraddhan. Faith in the 7 Tattvas is Samyak Darshan. But without knowing the 7 Tattvas, knowing about the 7 Tattvas, how you'll have faith in them? So know about them. Okay. So without knowing about them, it is like Akash ke phool ke saman. Can you grow flowers in the sky? You cannot. So like that, without knowing, you cannot have faith in them. So first comes knowledge, not samyak gyan darshan wala. First, gyan, not samyak gyan. Okay, first comes gyan. Gyan means swadhyay, gyan. Swadhyay means not that swadhyay. Just reading, listening, all that. Gyan. So first thing is you know. Then as you know, when I say jiva is consciousness, jiva is gyan darshan swabhav, then have faith in that. Pratiti. Pratiti means realization, ehsas. Okay, realization, ehsas, pratiti. So when you, after knowing about it, you realize it as it is, then your darshan becomes right. Then your knowing becomes right. Your gyan becomes right. What you have been knowing, that gyan becomes right. So first know, then have faith in it, then श्रद्धान रूप सम्यक दर्शन का कारण रूप जानना. श्रद्धान होने से पूर्व ही होता है. See, जीवादि तत्वों, see, in Tattva Sutra, what they told, सम्यक दर्शन, ज्ञान, चारित्र, मोक्ष मार्ग. First comes darshan, second comes gyan, third comes charitra. But all three happen together in one shot, in one click. But there they have given the crumb of darshan, gyan, charitra. Here what he is telling, first know about the jivadi tattva, then have faith in them. So वही उनके श्रद्धान रूप सम्यक दर्शन. So the cause for सम्यक darshan is the knowing correctly the things. Now, श्रद्धान होने पर, after you get the faith, you know the Jeev Tattva as it is, Gyan Swabhav, you know that Gyan Swabhav as it is. Then that Gyan is called Samyak Gyan. Got it? The process. First he is telling your benefit, your welfare is in moksha. Moksha is how moksha is, they have described. Without the description, you won't attempt it. And its means is threefold. And how you'll get that threefold? Through Jivadi Tattva. How you get the Jiv, and he's linked the Jivadi Tattva with the Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra. First you will hear about the Tattvas, then you will believe in it, then you will know the Jiv Tattva as it is, then you will experience it, then you will get the welfare. And consistent application of Ratnatraya is Moksha Marga. Akhand Roop mein, you're on the Ratnatraya Marg, then it is Moksha. Then in Moksha, you enjoy the Avinashi Jeev Tattva, that you are, experience infinite bliss that is there in you. You have manifested it, and Anant Kal tak you keep enjoying it. It will never be empty of it, like that. Okay. Shraddhan Purvak Jivadi ko jante hain. Oh, I am this kind of Jiva. When you get that Shraddhan, Swayameva, you become udasin, you become detached. You don't attach value to these small things, petty things. They don't disturb you. And you will give up all that has to be given up. Discardable ko discard kar doge. Acquirable ko acquire kar loge. Knowable ko know kar loge. That which is to be known is known. That which is to be discarded is discarded. That which is to be pursued is pursued. Then that is called Samyak Charitra. Agyan Purvak, if you take to all these religious practices, it does not amount to Samyak Charitra. In an ignorant way, if you take to the same religious practices of Samvarta, Diksha, meditation, in Agyan state, if you take, it does not amount to Samyak Charitra. You get it? Huh? Okay. Then. So, इसी प्रकार जीवादिक को जानने से, in this format, if you know it, you will get the knowledge, you will get Samyak Darshan, Moksha ka upay, and in this Shastra, के अभ्यास से जीवा, and through this Shastra, I'm only going to explain to you the Jivadi Tattva, so that you get the right understanding of it. And this whole world, universe, is an association of Jiva and Karma. And when you understand this, when you understand it, this association, you will work towards their disassociation. How the association happens, if you know, then only the disassociation process can be worked out. I'll give you one small example, very stool example, very simple example. You know, a thread, the thread is knotted. The thread is knotted. So where do you go and try to unknot it? You go to the main place where the knot has started, right? But there are so many other knots. You keep removing those knots, you keep removing those knots. But then finally you have to remove the main knot where the thread got stuck up. You understand? So likewise, we keep removing the ignorance, but we have to strike at the root of it. And from where this ignorance starts, from where all this perversion starts, from where all this kashai starts, until and unless you go at the root of it, you cannot uproot the mithyat. Okay, now I'm going to take in the modern context the example. We all say, no, krita karita anumodita, karna karana anumodan karna. So let us take this Israel problem. Not Israel problem, the Hamas problem or the terrorist problem or anywhere in the land. So the one who is instigating all this violence may be a few people. Karna. Karne wale to maybe 50,000 Hamas people are there. Karane wale maybe 4 or 5 people. But Anumodan karne wale how many people? Who gave refuge? Who gave shelter to all these Hamas? Who allowed these Hamas people to build arms, ammunitions under schools and mosques and all these kind of things? Who allowed them? The innocent people. And who is suffering the most? The one who is instigating is sitting somewhere. That is the root mithyatva. The root mithyatva. It is there somewhere deep rooted in us. I'm not trying to explain the Israel problem. I'm trying to explain the Atmaka problem. How that deep rooted mithyatva is instigating all these kashai. These kashai are the karane wale. And the religious practices we take, and we are nurturing this kashai only, this mithyatva only. That is anumodan we are doing. Taking to these religious practices, we feel we will get moksha. I'm not telling you should not take to the religious practices. But you have to take to them in the right spirit, the right way, the right understanding. Then only that mithyatva also will go, and for the purpose for which the religious practices are taken will be achieved. You get me, dear? So that mithyatva is deep rooted, sitting somewhere and instigating all these people, and we are doing the anumodana of wrong things. So that has to stop first. You want to live in sansar with your family, live, but don't do anumodana. Yes, I'm doing is right. Don't justify our kashai and karma and sanyog and sanyogi bhav. You get me? Hey, chatai, is पर chatai डाल दो ना, सीमा. इसके ऊपर चटाई डाल दो ना, प्लीज. ठीक है, समझ में आया? Don't justify it. अनुमोदना नहीं होगी, तो the chain of karna karana also will stop. You can't finish your dinner pre-sunset. At least don't justify taking post-sunset. The shankhala because that is against Jinwani Agya, Jin Bhagwan ki Agya. You're justifying it means, and outside you're worshipping him, you're doing the puja, you're doing everything. Deep-rooted mithyatva will not go. Upar se you will do, you'll get some punya, you'll go to Devlok. Don't settle for it. Have the goal setting right. All these kind of things are there. I can read in between these lines. Okay? So this sansar is an association of jeev and karma, and all association is suffering. You don't see it as suffering is your manda buddhi. You understand? How we are shaken up every day, yet we are not shaking ourselves. When a tree shakes, all the dry leaves fall. Like that, our tree of mithyatva is not shaken, that all this mithyatva and kashai and will go away. Okay? इसलिए इस शास्त्र में, in this shastra, जीव और कर्म का विशेष. So this Gomatsar is not a granth of only Karnanu Yoga. There is Dravyanu Yoga also in it. There is Charnanu Yoga also in it. There is all those kind of things. Okay. So in this textbook, I'm going to explain the Shadravya, 7 Tattvas, Yathartha, Yatha-artha. The way you should understand them, I'm going to explain it to you. इसलिए इस शास्त्र का अभ्यास अवश्य करना. Read this text. Okay. Then he says that there are many jiva who shastra ke abhyas mein they have no ruchi. and they will take otherwise, they will take wrong meaning only out of it. Vipreet vichar prakat karte hai. You are telling us to read Shastra, okay, I will read, but there are people who misinterpret it. So for that he is telling, keval prathamanuyog, keval charnanuyog, keval dravyanuyog, kahi paksh karoge, to is karnanuyog shastra ke abhyas ka nishedh kar. There are many people who don't read the karnanuyog texts. They don't read the karma theory in detail. For example, they'll learn about going to the temple, puja kar lenge, ho gaya dharam. They'll read some Prathamanuyog stories, ho gaya dharam. Or they'll read some Samaysar and all that, ho gaya dharam. He says no. Without an analysis of all the 4 Anuyogas, you cannot go into Moksha Marga. And as I said before you, we are reading Labdhi Sar. It is an advanced text of Gomat Sar. As we are reading it, we are understanding the truth more profoundly, more deeply. All of you come for those classes. But I don't know whether you'll follow or not. After doing all this, then you can do all that. Okay? So 11th question will be Prathamanuyog ka Pakshpati. All of you read it. 12th question, we are all related to Prathamanuyog. 13th is Charnanuyog ka Pakshpati, means one who is biased. Just read Prathamanuyog, that's enough. 13th question, Charnanuyog, that is enough. Then comes, like that we will read this text, okay? So we have finished around how many pages? Word to word I have done for you. Literally, almost. Okay, up to page number 14 I have done. So read and come. That is it for the class today. In another 2 classes, I'll finish this book. Jai Jinendra.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Jinendra.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Jinendra.
यह अनंत उपकार है उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I hope I'm
Thank you,
helping you, even though it is a little difficult text for you people, the language. See, what we have done so far is not so important. That shows the humility of Todarmalji. That Samyak Darshan, Moksha Marg, and now the 4 Anuyog, the main cream will come in the next class. All of you be present.
Ma'am, in this we'll read a little bit about the karma theory of Karma Kanda of Gomat Sar.
No, we are going to read it separately in the 5th year.
There's a lot of calculations in it, ma'am.
Yeah. You be thorough with the 148 karma prakritis and gunasthan little. And all that 14 Marganasthan, Jivasthan, Gunasthan. Basic concept. Then you can read it.
But this Jivasthan and all comes in Tattvat Sutra also.
I'll show you. See here, as you had this Tattvar Sutra picture book, no? You have this Gomat Sar chart book. Not picture book, chart book. And you see all these pages here? This many pages you will be studying. You can see all these selected portions of Gomat Sar Jeev Kand are there in your syllabus.
No. But the numbers and their calculations go over the head, ma'am. It's
okay. Don't worry. It will come to you. Don't worry. It will come to you. You have to be ready for it. So how to be ready for it? I told you. Read all these things. And with the selected portions we are going to give you is like the sample from the Godown. Then you have to read the whole Gomat Sar and Dhavala and Shatkhandagam and Kashai Pahud and all that. Beyond that, there is nothing. Beyond those texts is only Keval Gyan, Samyak Darshan and Keval Gyan.
We need another birth to do this.
Let that birth be the last birth.
Yeah, but I need another. No. Now there is no time, but there will be another birth. But I hope it's a Manushya birth where we can read all these agmas and do it.
I'll tell you one thing. There is umpteen number of times that we have read all this. That should not be our aim. Our aim should be only realizing the pure soul. Even if I read one gatha, it is enough. Oh, I want to read so many means. Okay, you're expanding your sansar. No,
Ansar.
goal setting is wrong.
Yes.
So I should read the exact thing and get Keval Gyan. After that, no reading happens. I know everything in Keval Gyan. Why only Gomatsar? I know all the Gomatsar of all the Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Jainism, and Taoism, Shintoism, all that you will know.
Oh, ma'am, we are like Todamalji, person, Mandabuddhi, say total Mandabuddhi, ma'am.
Okay, with the Shakti of Keval Gyan. Okay. Chalo, that's it for today. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Next week, shall I do my Danagar, ma'am?